You've probably heard of Chernobyl, right? The nuclear disaster that poisoned a continent? But here's the terrifying part. The deadliest thing that night wasn't the explosion. It was something nobody could see. So what actually happened? And why was it so deadly? Chernobyl wasn't just a reactor that exploded. It was a perfect storm, a risky test, an unstable reactor, and a design that could turn unpredictable under the wrong conditions. Night of April 26, 1986, Reactor 4. Engineers begin a safety test. A simple question: if the plant lost power, could the spinning turbine keep the essential systems alive just long enough until the backup generators kicked in? But to run the test, they pushed the reactor into low power, a state it wasn't meant to stay in. Control settings changed, safety margins shrank, and inside the core, the physics turned unstable. Then, at about 1:23 a.m., everything snapped. Power surged. Operators hit the emergency shutdown, AZ5, the button that should have ended it instantly. But in that moment, it didn't. The shutdown sequence triggered a brief spike in reactivity, the exact detail investigators would later focus on. Seconds later, explosions. The reactor tore open. The roof was blown apart. And at first, people nearby didn't understand what they were seeing, not because nothing happened, but because the worst part looked almost ordinary. Glowing debris, smoke, fire. But the real threat was invisible. Radiation. No smell, no color, no warning, just exposure. Firefighters and plant workers ran in thinking it was a normal industrial fire, but the core was open, releasing radioactive material into the air. And up close, seconds and minutes mattered. And then came the moment that turned Chernobyl into a time capsule. In Pripyat, life continued for hours. Schools, apartments, families, while the danger drifted through the air. The evacuation didn't begin until 2 p.m. on April 27th, about 36 hours later, and residents were told it would be temporary. They packed light. They locked their doors. They expected to come back in a few days. They never did. Today, Pripyat and the exclusion zone still stand as proof of how fast a normal night can become a catastrophe. Not with a monster you can see, but with one you can't.